Child suicide rates have done nothing but skyrocket since 2001. Way to go, team! What an American success story. Isn't it such a pretty picture? Kids seeing the towers fall at school and coming home going, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out. I was a kid then, but naturally, I cared way more about playing Indiana Jones on the Nintendo 64 than some terrorist attack I couldn't even comprehend or understand at the time. Of course, some kids were smarter than me, and that made them prone to paranoia and anxiety. Let's also not kid ourselves here. It's not like things got better from there. Kids now had access to the internet and all of its strange theories. So, with that in mind, it's understandable that a few little Jimmys and Debras got more than enough fear to convince them, holy fucking shit, maybe I should just take all of Mom's pills. Oh, and the real kick to the nuts. It wasn't bad enough that kids were getting bullied at schools, but now, thanks to the wonders of the interweb, it got to happen at home too, on top of the kids who were already being bullied by their parents. So that means, holy shit, kids got no fucking break from the torture and torment. Cyberbullying, social media, shit, kids got to watch everything unfold. All of the world's woes, all of the world's pains, all of the world's fucked up and crazy theories were available online 24/7. And if that wasn't enough to fuck up a little kid, we had the election of 2016. Children, they've always had the idea, the theory that maybe, just maybe, all the adults were fucking nuts. Now, the kids had all the proof they needed. The world made no sense. No one has self-control, and no one cares if kids see all this shit. There is no side that is justified. All they want to do is yell and scream. Listen, folks, kids only needed to hear a few things. Be yourself, love yourself, be unique, be an individual, be anything you want so long as it's not Jeffrey fucking Dahmer. Kids don't need to be controlled when it comes to personal expressions. They need manners. They need common sense. But other than that, so long as they don't tell everyone to fuck themselves or, kill small animals, they're pretty much okay being whatever they fucking wish. And all this yelling and screaming, all this, a kid should learn this or shouldn't, does anyone actually care what the fucking kid wants? Or are kids just like a preset Lego project? Judging who your child is, or trying to force them to be your little doll, does nothing but fuck them up. Of course, seeing adults doing nothing but hating this or that person for their beliefs, thinking that anyone who disagrees with them is just wrong, well, that's doing just great for kids' psyches. People who preach tolerance and think they know what's right while condemning the other party, that's what conservatives used to do. And we used to think it was bullshit. We called them Nazis for it. Now, all sides are acting like Nazis. Then again, they kinda always have. There can be only one opinion, and those who do not agree are less human. That's what Nazis thought and did. But personally, I find only one group without redemption. Whoever is pitting us against each other for their amusement, and of course to hoard power and keep control over all of us. Those are the true fuckers. Those are the only ones who are truly wrong. Everyone else is just expressing themselves, and that can never be wrong, again, unless your self-expression is akin to Jeffrey fucking Dahmer's. Why do we not hear about the plight of children? Because those in power know that's the one thing we could mostly agree on. Kids do fucking matter. They are our future. And we can see right now, the current generation is struggling not only just to all the fucked up rules and regulations that exist that basically make it impossible for anyone to live a decent life, no matter how hard you work, but they're also struggling due to all they've experienced. Now, the next generation is pretty much totally fucked, and after that, well, I think Lord of the Flies might start to apply. Beyond the suicides, we have other kids being bought and sold. This is not a Trump or QAnon conspiracy. As a matter of fact, those exist just to make those who were on the fence convinced it was a crazy bullshit story not worth hearing. Yeah, the Trumpers thought they were getting a hero for the cause, but in reality, those people already knew and were concerned about the issue. All Trump did was make those who didn't know think it was all a fucking joke. QAnon is a conspiracy to dissuade from real conversations about a very distressing subject. The irony is that it kind of means those theories are actually somewhat true. Because it does mean that those in power wanted the generation who was the most active and who could actually possibly convince people to care to believe it was all a load of shit. Now, people who could and should care would dismiss any conversation about human trafficking as if it was just for the crazy redneck Trump supporters. Human trafficking is factual and real, but it's not discussed. Why? Raises too many questions. Poor crack addicts are not the ones buying kids, and while gangs may take part in the abductions or even facilitate sales, they're not the ones buying the kids. They're just, supply and demand, if you will. It's really smart to have someone like Trump or ideas like Pizzagate to exist. It means that the real criminals get to have their crimes swept under the rug. Or worse, they can do it out in the open and people won't even fucking address it or see it or act like it's real. Understanding that it is the rich and powerful, and no, not actors and actresses. What? You think they have the level of power to do all this? Oh, you think it's Hollywood or maybe even government? No. It's the people with all the money. The people who are beyond rich and famous. The people who hold more wealth than actors, politicians, or tech developers. It's the people who have enough to fund politics, to fund movies, and back those tech designers who hold more power than, well, I would say the Vatican, but I would say they hold equal power to the Vatican, and they both seem to have similar tastes.